Hey my friend, in this video I'm going to show you a simple way to look at walking bass lines and create walking bass lines and give you an exercise that I want you to do this week, and we're starting right now.
Cause just as sure as the sun gives way to the moon, just as sure as the gray gives way to the blue, I'm gonna ride to the heavens child inside my groove.
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is your boy Ted from TedTalksBass.com. Check it, man. If you're new to the channel, go on and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you know when the next video comes out. I also want to tell you that next weekend, if you're watching this on February the 20th, 2019, on Saturday, I wrote a book called The Blue Collar Bassist. You can pre-order it from the link in the comment section, but basically it's a book about how to get gigs, how to be the kind of bass player that people want to hire and hire again and again, and it's based on 15 plus years of experience of playing with a lot of unknown and known artists, and really just what it's like to be in the trenches and kind of survive in that scene. So I'm proud of the book. It's my first book, so I'd love it if you checked it out. So today, let's get into some simple walking bass line concepts that you can use, and I'm also give you an exercise that you can use to play in all 12 keys. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust my chair so you can see my bass. You know how we do this around here. So the very least you need to know, I know you've heard this stuff, but you ain't heard it from me, so I'm gonna give it to you from me. We want to know our major scale shapes, right? At the very least. But right now, let me take you through something real quick so we can get an idea of what we're gonna do. So here's C major. Now, if you know the concept of the circle of fourths, you know that when we have a key, we go to the key a fourth above it. Now, also physically, that shape, that motion. Anytime you move in that motion on the bass, no matter what tuning you're in, you're moving up not no matter what tuning you're in, whether you're tuned down a half step, whole step, or whatever. I know some of the gospel guys like to do that. That's the interval of a fourth. Even if I do it on open strings, that's a fourth. That's a fourth. That's a fourth. So that motion going that way is a fourth. Okay. That's not the only place to play a fourth, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So, but first I want to give you this pattern. So here's my C major scale. The key a fourth above it is going to be F. The key a fourth above F is going to be B flat. Now what might be helpful as well is if you have a diagram of the circle. Maybe I'll add one in the comments so you can see that. C, F, B flat. Now why did I do B flat there? Because that is the root of the B flat root, right? But I don't have the same real estate because I don't have a sixth or fifth string, an additional string, right? So B flat, fourth above that is E flat, fourth above that is A flat, fourth above that is going to be D flat, fourth above that or below that is G flat, fourth above that is going to be B, forgot where I was, E, a fourth above that, fourth above that is going to be A, or fourth below, then D, G, and then we get back to C again. Now you can play C here, or you can play C here. Okay, now what I alluded to earlier is that let's take from C to F, for example. So here's C. The next key is F major, but F major is also here. Okay, this is where you start to put your brain in there. This is actually an additional exercise and concept that you should start thinking about. And this is, to me, how you learn the notes on the neck and the keys on the neck. Well, this is one of the best ways. It's not the way. It's one of the best ways, to me, in my opinion. So let's say I've gone through this. I've gone through that business. Now I know, every time I see a key, I name it. So I go C, F. What's the next key? The next key is B flat. What's the next key? The next key is E flat. So I can do that all across one string is what I'm saying. So that's a little add-on. There's a little bonus that that you're getting that I hadn't planned on putting in here, but there it is. Okay. But let's get into what this exercise that I really wanted to show you today. So here's C major. We're gonna go through the 2-5-1 sequence. It's a staple, but instead of us doing this, we're gonna look at each chord from the first finger, because we're gonna play roots and fifths through each one of the chords. And so this is what I mean. I know this shape. I know that this is 2. I know this is 5. I know this is 1. Okay, so now I can come outside of that fingering. There's 2, there's 5, and there's 1. I'm in the key of C. That's gonna be 2-5-1 no matter what finger I play it with. But the reason I'm using the first finger is because I'm going to play 1 measure of D minor 7, 1 measure of G7, and 2 measures of C major 7. All right, that's to start. We're going to go through all keys, but that's just to start. We're only going to use roots and fifths. Okay, so we'll do 2 notes per measure. So what they call a 2 feel. So we go 2-5-1. I'm sorry, I'm going 2-5-1. 2-5-1. Now for the second bar, I can use an octave. I'm just using roots and fifths. All right. Now you see why I'm expanding I'm not just stuck to that one shape. But now I'm going to play through each key using this iReal Pro play along, and I'll add that in the comments as well. Now I'm going to go to the key of F. See why I went lower? Key of B flat. Sorry. Now the key of E flat. I'm going to stay here. Fourth below. A flat. Key of A flat. 7, G7. So I went through all of the keys, and what this is helping me do to be outside of the fingering is I can see I see the key from a note other than the root, if that makes sense. Next key is F, but I'm not going to go to F. I'm going to go to the second chord of F, which is going to be G minor 7. G, C7, F7, F major 7. The next key, what's the next key is B flat. And so what I want you to do is experiment also with different places on the neck to play these keys and play these patterns. Come up with patterns. It's connecting the dots, right? So let's say I'm in the key B flat, and I go, there's my 2, there's a fifth below, C minor 7, which is G, which also acts as a whole step approach to the 5th chord of B flat, which is F7. See that? C, G, sorry. C, G, F7. Then there's 1. Okay, so you can, don't use the play along right away. Experiment with different places to, different patterns that you can come up with, and play those over and over again. So if you came up with a pattern like, try to stick with the same pattern for a while so that becomes second nature to you. You know what I mean? So I see this video is getting to be about 12 minutes long, so hopefully you enjoyed it. What I would really like for you to do, I know that my style of video is pretty quick, run and gun. I would love to know what you like about this style, what you don't like about this style, what helps you, what doesn't help you. I don't want you to just, I don't want you to be entertained as much as I want you to be, as I want you to kind of feel like you're able to do stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of times we watch videos and we're still kind of left with the feeling of, how do I do this on my own? So that's my goal, is to help you to really do this stuff on your own. So hopefully this made sense. So that's your kind of your task from this Wednesday to next Wednesday, is to just use roots and fifths on the 2/5 play along and all keys. Okay, so again, let me know if that works. So again, if you like this content, go on and give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Also, check out my new book, man. It's on pre-order right now in the comment section below. I will see you in the next lesson. I'm going to put up something on Friday that I think is pretty cool. It's a pretty long video, but I think you'll dig it. So anyway, until next time, 2 fingers.